So far we've looked at noun phrases, but now we're going to look at something called noun clauses. You can see a group of people running. They're running after a star. They're probably in a race. Imagine you have a friend in the race and you tell them this: I hope that you win the race. And let's imagine that they do win. At the end of the race, you go up to your friend and you say, I am happy that you won the race. Another similar topic could be this: you're the person that everyone wants to beat. Now, why have I introduced these three sentences? These three sentences all have this pattern here. They have a main clause, then that, followed by another clause. I hope, main clause, that you win the race, another clause. I am happy, main clause, that then you won the race, another clause. You're the person, you are the person, main clause, that everybody wants to beat, another clause. So what's happening here? So here we're talking about noun clauses beginning with that. And these are nouns which embed characteristics of a subordinate clause. And notice that they follow a verb. So I hope that. Or an adjective, I am happy that. Or a noun, you're the person, that. And what it does is it turns this subordinate clause into having noun properties. So I hope that you win the race. That you win the race has kind of the noun qualities to become the object after I hope. Now, I hope would not normally take a regular object, but after that, it can, because it introduces a situation that you're hoping for. I'm happy that you won the race. That you won the race is giving more information about why you're happy. And you're the person that everyone wants to beat. Well, this is telling us more about the person. So these that clauses follow the verb, adjective, or noun. Notice that these noun clauses can describe time. I hope that you win the race. That's in the present, or it could be referring to the future. I'm happy that you won the race refers to the past. There is another combination too if you put this clause at the beginning of a sentence, and it takes this form. It starts with what. What I hope for is a good finish. So here, with this clause beginning the sentence, we start with what instead. What, and then a clause, I hope for, and then the main clause is a good finish. But in this case, what I hope for is the noun, is the main verb, and a good finish is the object. The verb really is hope for in the first part of the sentence, but is the main verb here. The what part introduces a noun which is in the form of a clause. Now let's look at another type of noun clause, and these are noun clauses that begin with if and whether. Let's look at some examples again. I want to know if you tried your hardest. Have you discovered whether you get a medal for winning? So here we have the main clause. So I want to know, or have you discovered? Then if or whether, followed by another clause afterwards. I want to know if you tried your hardest. Have you discovered whether you get a medal for winning? And here, if or whether are introducing questions. So we can summarise the purpose of if and whether like this. If or whether can start a noun clause when seeking an answer after a mental verb. So let's look again. We have these mental verbs, know and discover. They're all to do with what goes on in your mind. And then if or whether introduces the question that you're seeking an answer for. But if you notice grammatically, they're in the position that a noun would normally take after these verbs, or perhaps a prepositional phrase would take. So they introduce noun clauses again. They turn information into a noun which is to do with a question after if or whether.